Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been awesome so far. Overwatch League is just absolutely amazing. I can't get over it. Yesterday, we had some incredible games. We're going to be talking about the Hangzhou Spark versus the LA Valiant. Where the hell is Custa? Why wasn't he playing? Why is Cookie, a former main tank player, playing support? We'll talk about that topic in this video. As well as that, we have so much more. We're going to be discussing Atlanta Reign taking on Philadelphia Fusion. Dafran was popping off. They played Torbjorn on map 5 Ilios to try to win the game on the third round. I couldn't believe the balls that Atlanta has. It might have bit them in the ass, but we will be talking about how incredible Dafran's playing. We do have some clips to show off his crazy playstyle. Then, we're going to be talking about the Houston Outlaws, Boston Uprising, but specifically for the Houston Outlaws, we're talking about Rawkus, who right now is coming under extreme fire by Reddit and also his own general manager, Flame. So it's not looking very good for Rawkus right now or the Houston Outlaws. We'll talk all about it. So we're going to be covering all this crazy drama, all of the crazy games. Also, San Francisco Shock, LA Gladiators are playing right now. This match is extremely close. Both teams are looking incredible. So it's amazing, guys. If you enjoy daily Overwatch League content, don't forget to subscribe. Drop a like on my video if you enjoy the Overwatch League, and now let's jump into the video. We'll start off with the Atlanta Reign versus Philadelphia Fusion set, because this was my favorite set I've seen so far in all of the Overwatch League, just because, you know, we got Dafran in there, Philadelphia Fusion, Carpe. Dafran basically said in a series he did for the Overwatch League that he was looking forward to playing against Carpe, so it was kind of like the battle of, like, can Dafran stand up against the best DPS in the entire world, and is Atlanta Reign actually as good as they looked in their last match? Because, yeah, Florida Mayhem, they're pretty weak competition, but Atlanta Reign dominated them in 4-0 fashion, so seeing them go up against a team like Philadelphia Fusion would really give us an idea on where Atlanta Reign will sit in the league overall. And I was blown away. The Atlanta Reign looked great in this set, and I honestly thought they were going to win at certain points. We started off on the first map, Nepal. It was a back and forth map. Each team won one round. But in the end, Atlanta Reign did come out on top. Dako and Pokpo, they were playing amazing as a tank duo. Like I said, the synergy coming into the league for those two is crucial for the Atlanta Reign, and they're playing out of their minds. And a huge surprise for Atlanta Reign is Dogman playing over Kodak. I assumed when the Atlanta Reign signed Dogman that Kodak would play just because Atlanta's probably practiced with him for the past couple of months. Well, Dogman has been with the Atlanta Academy team, so he didn't have much work or time to play with, so he didn't really have that much time played with these guys, but they've thrown him in and he is playing out of his mind. Huge shout out to Dogman, former teammate of mine. I love seeing him succeed in the league. He looks great with Dafran as well. Nepal went in the favor of the Atlanta Reign. It was close. It was awesome. We moved on to the second map, which was Kings Row. This map wasn't as close. Philadelphia Fusion definitely looked like the better team by far here, but it was still exciting to watch. We then moved on to Volskaya, the third map, which I don't know, Volskaya so far in the Overwatch League has been crazy. It seems like every single team is capping more than once, more than twice, and it's just back and forth. We're seeing these wonky DPS comps, Dafran playing Sombra and stuff, and Atlanta Reign, they did eventually come out on top, and they were up in the series 2-1. They had a chance to knock off the Philadelphia Fusion, but before they could, Philadelphia Fusion and their clutchness did come through. Their experience from Season 1, they took them down on Dorado, very similar to Kings Row, and then we moved to the last and final map, Ilios, and this is where it just got unreal. Like, it was so close. Atlanta Reign picked up the first round, Philadelphia Fusion picked up the second round, and the third and final round, Atlanta and Dafran decided to pull out the Torb. I could not believe it. The first time ever in Overwatch League history, we saw a Torbjorn in Game 5 on the third round of Control. I just blown away. Take a look at some of the clips, guys. We'll first start off with this one clip that I took of Dafran's perspective from the new command center. By the way, guys, if you don't have the Overwatch League command center, you need to get it. You can see anybody's POV. It's so sick. So I was watching Dafran on Ilios, and he made this crazy flank play. Like, the guy is 1v6 flanking on Zarya and assassinating Boombox. Take a look.
Both Ryans falling out in the self-destruct war, and the Fusion now have to decide, do we go forward or back, and maybe they overstay. It was a graviton from Dafran to keep them there, though.
How clutch has Atlanta been in this series? The Volskaya game, and then a lot of these fights early. They lose one or two players, they're investing ultimates, and they're able to back out. Get some things to go in their favor. Poco switches over.
Oh, this is annoying.
Comes back to D.Va here.
This is very annoying. Dafran can
up
do
on the
this
high ground, yeah.
all day. Interesting that he used a personal barrier there up on the high ground. He doesn't have a lot of energy right now, so he needs to depend on his projected barrier. He eventually drops down, but he's found Boombox. Oh no, he's got in the cookie jar! Zenyatta is down for the Rain, or for the Fusion. The Rain can just push straight on through. Yeah, that hurts. I mean, you can't leave him up there, but what do you do about him?
When he drops down, everybody on Philly tries to go after him, and he just baits them perfectly into his teammates in the choke. They think they're going to get a kill on this. Dogman's there with the Transcendence.
Dafran is literally playing Zarya like he's Genji. I swear to God, this is crazy. He's sitting above him, dropping onto him 1v6, assassinating the Zenyatta, getting back up top like a ninja. It's mind-blowing. But let's move on now to the third and final round, because this one was crucial, and it was where Atlanta and Dafran decided to play the Torbjorn, and we do have some clips of it. I don't know, it was a questionable decision. It didn't work out, but it looked okay, so I'll let you guys be the judge of it. Do you think they should have played Torb or not? Here's the clips.
From last year, but we'll see if that's... Oh, that guy. Look.
Here we go.
You're going to go down like this.
Exactly. If it ends here, it's going to end his way. So Atlanta come out, they have that Orisa-based composition. Again, very hard to shift from the point. That shield did not quite go where it was intended. It had to be replaced. Pogpo was able to do that easily enough.
A really sick turret spot as well. You see up on the high ground there. Gonna have to deal with it.
Pogpo clears it out. Dafran. Again, staying a little bit far back. EQO tried to go forward. There is at least a trade there. EQO was able to give up his life to secure the Zenyatta kill, but Dafran wants to play aggressive. Darko was demegged, and the Rain have to step back a little bit. Philly won't take the point for now. They need to finish this fight before they do anything else. And they try and come over the top. It's a 1-for-1 trades in much of this fight, but Dafran finally goes down. There's 4 Philly players here from Darko. Had to get back in his mech. What a messy start to this map.
You still have some players lingering here for Atlanta, and Sato will fall.
Ursta!
Loco's gonna fall as well.
Muscle with the sound barrier now. Ursta did the good work. He paid the road in this fight. Surely not. Neptuno would never troll you like that. And now Sato's returned to the fight. Philly still have control of the point. Atlanta weren't able to capture it. There it is, the Molten Core. A lot of damage being taken. Philly had to respect it and step back, but Sato, again, he's in the midst. Self-destruct there. Line of sight was easy to break for the Fusion from that one, and with the Transcendence now, Sato is topped up and ready to go once more. He lands on top of Pogpo. The Dragon Strike yields very little from Ursta, despite his fantastic start to the fight. Carpe has other plans for you, Dogman. Dafran's doing work. Look at him move back onto the point. What? No way! 2 rapid kills with a rivet gun. Ursta now being pressured back. Atlanta have control of the point here.
And then after that fight, Atlanta did end up winning it, but Dafran did switch over to the Tracer, so we didn't see any more Torb, but he played Tracer pretty much throughout the entire round, besides the very last fight when he swapped to Zarya, and their team just had no ults and it was over pretty much. But it just felt like after he swapped off the Torb, the whole entire team comp was just destroyed, and it became like everybody try to frag out and just go clutch individually and try to win the game. Well, Philadelphia Fusion, they tried to stick with their guns, you know, the GOATs comp, play together, work together, and we'll win as a team, and that's pretty much what came out on top. And I respect the balls on Atlanta Rain where like this strategy could work, but it is questionable. I don't know if they'll run it again. I find it interesting. If it would have worked, they would have looked like gods. Dafran would have been the greatest thing ever, but it didn't work, so it's like, you know, it's weird. Let me know what you guys think about it. And now let's move on and let's talk about Rawkus, because he and the Houston Outlaws have been getting a lot of flack from their last 2 games, specifically after they got reverse swept and now losing to the Boston Uprising in Game 5. And Rawkus is in a very bad spot. Let me go ahead and show you guys these examples. So this guy posted it on Reddit himself. He literally titled the thread and said, "Why a lot of people complain about Rawkus?" And he provided 4 examples of Rawkus just making terrible, terrible plays. Let's go ahead and roll all 4 of these clips back to back so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Whittle him down to start getting him close enough so you can kill him and remove him from the map. Discord gonna play a big deal. Aim God already going for the volleys. I like it. Trying to pick off those squishies in the back line. Not quite finding the shot. So Boston Uprising right now on the high ground. Cool Matt just gonna go ahead, fly up there, say hello, introduce himself, back off to the rest of his team, and they're gonna be hanging in here. Houston trying to play the angles right now, but somehow Rawkus getting picked off by Note. Definitely not part of the plan here for Houston. That's a key support out of the fight immediately. It's Boston once again taking that path above the locker room. High ground is theirs. They're gonna be able to walk off the balcony if they'd like. Kellick's kind of keeping an eye on things. But 40 seconds on the clock now, Hex.
Now they only really have one fight here. They're going to have to commit. They're going to have to go for it. The first kill on either side is going to be so important.
Man, Muma nearly got punished there. He dropped so low, but excellent support from his healers to get him topped up again to dodge it. And he will survive, but not the same for Rawkus. Note the assassin removes the healer, and now Linkster's gonna feel the heat. Seems like they're just gonna stick to their guns. They have been doing well enough playing in the 3-3 kind of setup. Now it's just about who's gonna flinch, who's going to make the mistake that's gonna cost them. And while we talked a little bit about this, you know, Boston lacking a little bit of experience here on the main stage, whereas Houston, it's a team of veterans. Houston perhaps counting on that to win out, but the note has got something to say. Muma and Rock is dead to take down, so they should have an edge in this fight. Houston Outlaws right now just kind of poking, trying to figure out if they can get in here, and then Muma gets bored with all that story, and he just decides he wants to smack somebody in the face with his hammer, and there it is. Dante just throwing out the grab. Trance is through, however, from Aim God, keeping his teammates alive. Rawkus is dead, and Muma just decides to go for the hero shatter. That's not gonna...
Okay, so it's very obvious after watching those clips that Rawkus is just making really bad decisions. He's going off on these weird flanks where he thinks he might be getting a kill or something, but then dies. And the issue with a lot of these flanks is, too, he has opportunities to back up. Like that one on Volskaya when Note flew up there. He knew Note was going to come after him. Any good player with a brain knows that once you're spotted as a Zenyatta alone, you're going to get chased. And for some reason, he just stayed up there. And then the same thing happened on Hollywood. He went around on the stairs for the flank. He tried to one-shot Nako, failed. And as soon as you fail there, you need to back up. You need to know, all right, they know I'm here. I'm exposed. I'm a Zenyatta. I don't have LOS of help. I need to get out of there. So if he would have backed up immediately, it would have been maybe okay. But nope, he stayed up there and died to Note again. I don't know, like these plays look really bad from Rawkus. I can see why everybody is really upset with him. And his own general manager Flame even tweeted this out. We made the worst mistakes. I don't have words. We didn't deserve that match even if we had won Ilios. So pretty much calling his team out, and specifically it feels like he's calling Rawkus out because those mistakes were so bad. Like they were disgusting. I don't know if it's nerves, but Rawkus has been getting flack for like ever now. He got it in the World Cup. He got it before the World Cup. Everybody was like, why the hell would they pick him? During the last 3 stages of Overwatch League in Season 1, he was awful. I mean, like, he wasn't awful, but he's not playing good. He doesn't seem like a starting Zenyatta player in the Overwatch League, so I'm worried about him. Anyways, I guess that's it for the Houston Outlaws and Rawkus. Let's go ahead and move on to the third and final topic. Let's talk about the LA Valiant versus Hangzhou Spark, because that was a really good set too. Not as good as the Atlanta one and Philadelphia Fusion one earlier, but I still enjoyed it. Of course, it went down to the wire. LA Valiant, they looked pretty good. They didn't look like they were, you know, terrible or anything. Hangzhou Spark is just really good right now, in my opinion. No Smite's an amazing main tank. I mean, don't get me wrong. Seeing Go Shui in there, he plays amazing too. He's an awesome player, but god damn, guys, No Smite's Earth Shatters are incredible. And Rhea, holy crap, that Rhea is one of the best off tanks, or at least at getting self-destruct kills. The guy got like 50 bombs. He looks like Poco out there. Just overall, the Hangzhou Spark, they look great. I'm really impressed with them. It seems like the rumors about them were true. They're one of the best teams in the league, no doubt. I want to see them go up against one of the other better teams to see how they perform. Who knows, maybe they just did with the LA Valiant. But a big question about the LA Valiant is, why is Cookie in there playing main support over Custa? That's very interesting to me. Custa was a key part of the Dallas Fuel and the LA Valiant last season. Like, very crucial when it comes to leadership, mentality, and just making sure the team is ready to play. I mean, sure, he could still fulfill those roles outside of being a starter. He can still mentally prepare the team, you know, keep them focused on winning and stuff. But when he's not actually playing, it's just a little weird because Custa, to me, been one of the best supports in the game, specifically in the West as well. So it's kind of shocking not seeing him in there. And not for somebody who's like known for being really good. It's for somebody who we didn't even know played that role. Cookie got traded over to the LA Valiant by the Seoul Dynasty during the offseason, and we thought, oh, they're just getting a backup main tank. But all of a sudden, Cookie's playing for Custa and main support? I don't know if Custa's like injured or sick or what. He was on the stage with them. He's been in the building, like we've seen him appear on camera. He doesn't seem sick. So I'm not sure what's going on. I didn't hear any of the casters talk about it. They did say they were going to mention something, but I never heard it. So I don't know what's going on with Custa. That's weird. I do think that the LA Valiant would probably be better with him over Cookie. I'm not saying Cookie looked bad. It's kind of hard to tell how good a main support's playing. And that's why I value Custa really high, because I know he provides a lot for the team when it comes to leadership, when it comes to communication and all that stuff. So I don't know, weird situation. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. That will be the video though. Again, LA Valiant, San Francisco Shock are going up against each other right now. It's 1-1. I will cover those games tomorrow morning probably, or during the day. We'll cover the Dallas Fuel and Seoul Dynasty matchup as well. My predictions for those two games, let's see. As I said, it's 1-1 right now. I do think the LA Gladiators might come on top. It looks like they might win Horizon Lunar Colony here anyways. And then the Dallas Fuel and Seoul Dynasty. I think Seoul Dynasty is one of the better teams right now in the league. Maybe one of the best, top 2, top 3. So they're going to destroy the Dallas Fuel. We'll just have to wait and see though. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on it, leave a comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Overwatch League is back. It's amazing. Peace.